In this video, we explain the difference between the 5-year and 10-year visa routes toward indefinite leave to remain, as well as your options, such as the partner route. So make sure you stick around till the end to make sure you get everything, and also subscribe to our channel if this interests you. So pay close attention. The 5-year and 10-year routes refer to the number of years an overseas national must have been in the UK before they can apply for ILR. First, what is the 5-year route? The 5-year route to settlement in the UK is for a migrant who is applying as a spouse partner or as the parent of a British citizen or person with settled status. It is for those who can meet all the requirements for the application, which is known as within the rules. The main 5-year route is the typical one for indefinite leave to remain. It applies to the following people: those who initially entered the UK as a fiancé or proposed civil partner and subsequently entered into a marriage or civil partnership with that same partner and will continue to live with that partner in the UK. Those who initially entered the UK under a spouse visa. Those who are currently in the UK under a different immigration visa category which is valid for more than 6 months and have since married, entered into a civil partnership with their partner, or have been living with their partner continuously for at least 2 years either in the UK or abroad. What about the 10-year route? The 10-year route spouse visa UK, by contrast, refers to applications made under the FLR-FP category as a spouse partner or parent of a British citizen person with settled status, asking for them to be considered under the exception paragraph. The difference with these applications is the fact that they are discretionary, as those applying through this route are not able to meet the full requirements for indefinite leave to remain. An individual might be eligible through this route if they are living in the UK under a short-term visa, such as the standard visitor visa. Someone might also be eligible if they have been living in the UK under an expired visa. Can you switch from the 10-year route to the 5-year route? As a holder of a spouse visa, you have the option to transition from the 10-year route to the 5-year route for indefinite leave to remain ILR. However, doing so might reset your accumulated residency time in the UK. This is because only the time you've spent in compliance with the rules will count towards the 5-year settlement requirement. For instance, if you've resided in the UK for 5 years on a spouse visa but failed to meet financial criteria during that period, switching to the 5-year route will necessitate another 5-year stay to qualify for ILR. In some scenarios, sticking with the 10-year route may be more advantageous, particularly if you have less than 5 years left and are able to count time spent under different types of visas, like tourist or student visas. Those who wish to apply for indefinite leave to remain must meet certain conditions. Must have lived in the UK under a valid visa immigration permission for 5 years. Must not have spent more than 180 days outside the UK in a 12-month period. Must be able to demonstrate that English language ability is to at least the level of B1. Must achieve a pass in the Life in the UK test. Must not have broken any laws or immigration conditions whilst in the UK. To prove your eligibility for ILR, you must provide certain information and documents. Your passport, other valid travel document, including any passports which have expired since you have been in the UK. Documents demonstrating your level of English, such as a pass certificate, your pass in the Life in the UK test certificate. Documents and information which detail any time you have spent outside of the UK during your UK residency. An immigration history. A police registration certificate if you were required to register with the police when you arrived in the UK. To apply, you're required to submit your application online, and you can do so no earlier than 28 days prior to the conclusion of your 10-year eligibility window. Make sure you've assembled all the requisite documents to back your application before submitting it. Following the submission of your online application, it's mandatory to schedule and attend a session at a designated visa processing centre. At this session, you'll be required to submit biometric data, specifically your photograph and fingerprints. The costs of the application involve a fee of PS 2885, in addition to a biometric data fee. We hope this information was helpful to you all. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more on UK visas and immigration updates. Have a great day.